Good evening for your Tuesday edition of Sports Night. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. Well, Signia UW Blackbirds continue their fine form this season as they defeated Newberry All-Stars last night in the opening game of the BNA First Division League. After taking the knockout title on Sunday, the Blackbirds returned to beat the St. George Bay side by 39 goals. In the quest to add the league title to their knockout crown, UW Blackbirds kept their unbeaten streak going when they steamrolled Newberry All-Stars in their latest match. From the first center pass, Blackbirds met business and took the first quarter at 17-8, and by halftime were up 28-13. This is third quarter action now, and Newberry had their work cut out for them, with a tight Blackbirds defense having to pass the ball around to get a chance at the ring. Goal shooter Charlene Jordan passing off the goal attack Siobhan Watts, who nets. Blackbirds were on their A game. Rhea Holder intercepts this pass. She finds goal attack Shaniqua Thomas, who quickly gives it to Shanika Wharton to set her up nicely. And sure enough, Thomas scores. Blackbirds was wasting no time in getting the ball down court. This time Wharton steps in to finish the play from long range. She had a good game, scoring 41 goals from 47 attempts. Newberry were only able to score 5 goals to Blackbirds' 20 in this quarter, this being one of them, as seizing an opportunity was shooter Jordan, and of note, she shot 12 from 18 attempts. But Blackbirds were a full flight and ended the third quarter even further ahead at 48-18. Not wanting to make the defeat such a heavy one, Newberry tried to step up their game in the final quarter, and with Stacey Brewster now in the goal attack role, she tried to add to the score. But that was no match for the girls from Cave Hill, who were just at this stage cementing the win. Thomas ended with 15 from 23 attempts as UW Blackbirds comfortably claimed the game at 63-24. Bailey's Primary celebrated their success so far for the current school year with a parade through the community with all the athletes and cricketers of their various squads. Bailey's won the Herman Griffith cricket competition and are also the knapsack boys champions. Principal Alfred Cox says that it is a really good feeling being so successful this year, and there is no better way of celebrating than within the community.
This is a fantastic year we have. It's more than excellent because we've dominated in the Herman Griffith cricket competition within 9 games on the trot. Then we capped it off with championship in the boys knapsack. And on top of that, we won the champion of champions 4 days after. So nothing else but excellence. We at Bailey's, we do it big. This is the way we do it. We also were adjudged the most outstanding school for 2017. So we're doing excellently both in track, other sports and academics.
Principal Cox says that he expects this success to continue next year, as Bailey's won't be resting on their laurels.
More of the same because our cricket team is excellent, so I'm sure we're going to win again next year. We're going to have most of the boys remaining, so we expect to repeat as knapsack boys champions next year. And of course, our teachers are working extremely hard to ensure that we top in academics as well.
And Coach Andrew Best says that the success is based on the spirit of the school and getting the students to buy into the winning mentality.
We did a lot of training, we did a lot of practice, we taught to the athletes, we got them motivated, we instilled discipline, and we showed them the vision that we had for them, and they bought into the vision and we were able to reap good rewards. We are very committed, we want to see well-rounded students, so we create a program where they can enjoy sports, be it football, be it cricket, be it athletics.
Jamaica will once again have a strong Clifton Games track and field team as the days draw closer for the April 15th to 17th meet in Curacao. 17-year-old DeJoe Russell of Calabar High School lured Olympic champion Omar McLeod's Class 1 record to win the 110 meter hurdles at the 2017 Boys and Girls Championships in Kingston over the weekend. Russell etched his name in the history books when he clocked a fast 13.21 seconds in a positive 1.9 meters per second wind speed to lower McLeod's previous record of 13.24 seconds, which was set back in 2013.
Set position now. Sent away cleanly, and Orlando Bennett of Calabar is running pretty well. DeJoe Russell now inches up and running well in the middle of the track. Philip Lemonis, look at DeJoe Russell of Calabar. He's gonna streak away. DeJoe Russell of Calabar gets it. His teammate Orlando Bennett finishes in second. And I believe Philip Lemonius of Jamaica College got the bronze, but the Calabar fans go wild. Dejo Russell wins it, and Orlando Bennett finishes in second, maximum points.
And a flash time of 13.25, and that will be, let's see, let's watch the time if it will be rounded down, and it's a new record by Dejo. So 13.21, erasing the 13.24 set by Omar McLeod back in 2013.
Well, coming up, there'll soon be new legislation for the development of sport here in Barbados.
It's not about exercising. It's having the strength to do what you're passionate about. It's not about the road traveled. It's about the one to be traveled. An important thing in life is finding the perfect balance between body and soul. With a bottle of Ensure, you get the proteins, calcium, and 26 vitamins and minerals your body needs to live the best moments of your life with strength and energy. Your life, your health, your Ensure.
Good morning.
On the Wednesday edition of Morning Barbados, we have the opportunity to hear from our doctor on the line, Dr. Adrian Lord. He'll discuss syphilis and the rise in cases right here in Barbados.
And continue that discussion on health. The Lions Club members will be here, and we'll be talking about preparations coming up to World Health Day. So an interesting discussion we expect to have with them.
That and much more, but you can't miss it from 6 o'clock right here on Morning Barbados.
Bright and crispy.
It's time to begin an incredible journey.
Femi, welcome to Josie.
Africa's hottest show is back.
The last time I checked, you were in Lagos.
Sugar, a contemporary drama using powerful storylines to disseminate public health messages to young people.
And when are you just running after him like a lovesick puppy?
Watch Sugar every Friday at 10:30 p.m. from April 7th on CBC TV 8.
And welcome back to Sports Night. Well, a new legislation for the development of sports is currently in its completion stages, according to Minister of Sports Stephen Lashley. He was speaking recently at the Youth Democrats panel discussion on the future of sports in Barbados, held at the St. Michael's School.
We are concluding a national sports policy. We have done quite a bit of focus groups already, and we are at the point now of finalizing that national sports policy, which will really become the blueprint for advancing towards finalizing a green paper, which will inform new legislation that will inform the development of sports in Barbados.
Minister Lashley added that once sports is administered appropriately, it has the potential to rapidly solve most of the country's economic problems.
We had to translate certainly the earning potential of Barbados in terms of getting a particular niche of that sporting market. I believe that most of our economic challenges, if not all, will be literally solved within a very short space of time.
He also believes that priorities should be set to rebuilding and refreshing the sporting facilities here on the island.
I believe that in any given financial year, just as we accord priorities to building hotel plant, building roads, we should accord priority to refreshing our national sporting facilities, like the National Stadium. And even as I speak, I am advocating for a measure of priority to be given to the National Stadium. It will cost us money, yes, but if we are serious about the future of sports as a nation, then the money should be seen as a significant and relevant investment.
To some cricket news now, Kusal Perera scored a 53-ball-77 to guide Sri Lanka to a 6-wicket win over Bangladesh in their first T20 in Colombo earlier today. Chasing the target of 156, the Sri Lankans looked quite comfortable, with player of the match Perera getting his fifth half-century as his side eased to 158 for 4 off 18.5 overs. Earlier, Bangladesh chose to bat first and made 155 for 6 off their 20, with Musadek Hussain scoring 34 and Mamadullah 31. Lasith Malinga was the pick of the bowlers for the homeboys, taking 2 for 38 from his 4 overs. Here's a look at some of the highlights.
Oh, there you go! He's got it to swing! First blood Sri Lanka! Short and wide. Smashed it away for a boundary.
Waits on the one, flays it away. Very nicely past that fielder. And round 2. Makes room. He's followed him and he's got that little bit of an edge onto the wicket. Very intelligent from Lasith Malinga. Made room. Couldn't make full contact with that. Again, exposed his intentions a little too early. Disappointed with that, but that is the completion.
Helped on its way, first boundary. Edge, effective edge. A wild hoik. Picked that up. Boundaries are coming, the runs are flowing. Will he go? Yes, he does. Doesn't hit it hard, but he finds the timing. Pitching to go. He does this time. 6 goes all the way. Wow. But further to Sri Lanka's favour it turns. Do tend to get hit. Oh, that's 4. That's short. He pounces on anything loose. The 50's up. Past hands. Beautiful. Beautiful. Straight drive. Back-to-back boundaries. He's on fire. Is that taken? I think it is. Oh, gone. Cotton ball. Just gave himself a bit of room.
Uppish, but safe and wide of the fielder. Perfectly positioned and takes him to his 50.
Oh, that's worth the shout. Did he get a bat on that? Oh, now that might be out as well. Oh, big. Just picked the bones out of that. Magnificent. Didn't get the length right and allowed the batsman to freeze. I mean, that's a massive 6 to finish the over. It's 147 for 3.
Jalon Samuels rode Northern Star to victory in the featured race of the paying tribute to the heritage of the Garrison Savannah Historic Area Race Day over the weekend. It was race 5 on the day's card at the Garrison Savannah, the Pavilion Court Handicap.
The procession continues down the backstretch. It is Spartacus, handily held by Demario Bino. Rashawn Latchman, Unsecret American, looks for his first win in Barbados. Sets coming over from Trinidad and Tobago. On the inside is Donny Cody. The Northern Stars taking closer order, and Galaxy has a lot of work to do as they descend off the top of the hill. 6 furlongs in 115.2. As they pass the fluttering flag in the breeze at the moment, it is Donny Cody who shoots back towards the outside. Come to contention. Northern Star picks it up now. As they approach the 2 furlong pole, we'll see who have horse under them. It is Northern Star who's open off by a length and a half. Spartacus is struggling. Donny Cody is trying desperately, but they turn into the stretch. Class is class. Form is temporary. This is a monster performance. It is Northern Star by 3.5. Donny Cody is beaten. Spartacus is trying all futile effort. Northern Star by 3. Second is Spartacus. Third is Donny Cody, a mile back to Galaxy, and Secret Americans trails in at the back. They stop the clock in 1:52 and 1 in a moment.
Now, tennis fans are in for an exciting week when the C.O. Williams Barbados International Junior Tennis Tournament gets underway on April the 8th. The tournament will see Barbados' best junior players coming up against some of the best juniors from around the world. Vice President of the Barbados Tennis Association, Sandra Osborne, says the tournament in its 23rd year is a prestigious event to provide the players with an opportunity to compete at the highest level. She also gave some details into the large number of countries traveling to Barbados over the next week.
There are 164 entrants in the C.O. Williams Barbados International Junior Tournament, with an additional 40 waiting for a chance to play in the under-18 qualifying event. We expect well over 200 players, coaches and families to come to our shores, which will of course benefit our country as a whole. The tournament includes players from 27 nations around the globe. Our homegrown talent includes 34 Barbadians, and there are also regional participants from Antigua, Bahamas, Bermuda, British Virgin Islands, Grenada, Jamaica, Guadeloupe, Martinique, Puerto Rico, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent. Further afield, we have competitors from Canada, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Hungary, Israel, Japan, Mexico, Norway, Sweden, Turkey, USA, and Venezuela.
Minister of Sports Stephen Lashley says that tournaments such as this can only benefit Barbados.
And I believe that once properly positioned, that sports as an industry can help to further transform our economy and create a more diversified economic base. Not only can it offer careers and jobs for our young people, but tournaments such as this can bring very much needed foreign exchange into Barbados. So I certainly would like to endorse all that has been said, and I give you certainly the assurance as Minister with responsibility for sports that we will continue to forge ahead in this regard.
History has been created in golf off the greens. The famous Muirhead Club in Scotland has finally voted to admit female members for the first time in its 273-year history. This clears the way for that Scottish golf club to return to the list of 10 courses that can host the British Open. The Honourable Company of Edinburgh Golfers, which owns the world's oldest golf club, held a second postal ballot after members voted last May to retain the male-only policy, which led to Muirfield being taken off the British Open rotation. With a 2/3 majority required for change, club captain Henry Fairweather says 80.2% of those who voted chose to allow women to become members.
So golf's oldest major, Britain's Open Championship, will return to Muirfield after the club voted to admit women members at the second time of asking. One of the most popular courses with the players was taken off the Open rota when members of the Honorary Company of Edinburgh Golfers voted against letting women join last year. Now, the revote has reversed that decision. The Open organisers, the R&A, have already announced that Muirfield will again be considered as a venue. Muirfield is located on the east coast of Scotland. That's less than an hour's drive east of Edinburgh. It first staged the Open Championship in 1892 and has hosted the tournament 16 times in total, most recently in 2013 when American star Phil Mickelson won it. So what's been the reaction to all of this? Earlier, World Sport caught up with the former world #1 Stacey Lewis to get her views.
Honestly, I think it's a great thing. I think, you know, they're kind of catching up with the times, and, you know, just a prestigious course like Muirfield, you know, they're the type of place that can make a difference with a lot of other courses going forward. And so, obviously a big deal for women today. People are excited about it, excited about, you know, what it shows going forward. I mean, you know, Augusta kind of started a trend, and you know, we still need a few more golf courses to catch up with them, and you know, hopefully this kind of just starts a rolling of everyone doing the same thing. Specifically over in Tokyo for the Olympics, you know, I think they need to hopefully make a vote here pretty soon, and because I want to go play there. I want to play for the Olympics, and hopefully they'll do the same thing as Muirfield.
Well, let's look ahead to what's happening on the Bayton Sports calendar. The Learning Centre will have their sports day at Orange Hills Playing Field. The start time is 9:30 a.m. After winning the girls' title at BSAC 2017, Christchurch Foundation will host the Relay Fest Invitational for primary schools. There are 11 schools competing at the Foundation School track from 10:45 a.m. And the Master United Insurance Clash of the Titans Road Tennis Tournament continues with night number 2 of semi-final action at Dover. There will be a girls' match, a boys 6 to 10 and a boys 11 to 15, a novice, a women's and men's semi with the first game set for 7 p.m. Well, that's Sports Night, the Tuesday night edition. See you again tomorrow, 8:05 p.m. right here on CBC TV 8. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. Good night.
watching CBC TV 8 in beautiful Barbados.